Hello there! Welcome to this week's football analysis. This one's got a bit of a twist on it because we're going to switch from out of possession focus to in possession focus. So, what we do when we're on the ball. So, instead of looking at the video from Saturday, I thought we'd spend more time just looking at all of our goals so far this season, look at the common themes around how we score, how we build, and look at some of those principles of how we retain the ball and how we build through the third. So this video is all about the goals we scored this season. Just addressing Saturday, look, you're all allowed to have bad days. You know, I have bad days most days. And within this team, I want it to be known that we're comfortable with that. We're comfortable with you making mistakes, and we're comfortable with just learning the hard way, because you know that was a lesson for us. So you know, let's not shy away from it being a bad day, but also that's allowed. You're 12, 13. Some of you are still 11 years old, so that's a big call out from me. What I wanted to do just really quickly is just run through some of the results that we've had so far this season. So if you look here, you know, this is, for me, this is where are we? After the old Wolfonians game, that's when our season really started. If you think about, you know, the Solihull Moors game, some of you, that was your first game. So Jonesy, Leo, first game in the MJPL team. And then, of course, we brought in Will T for the Allscott game. And Jacko, I think you came in for the Old Wolves game as well, didn't you? So that was your first game. So the Solihull Moors game for me was the first sort of this iteration of the squad. And then the Allscott team, when we played those, how we dominated that game. I just think we've been really unfortunate with the fixtures that we've had. Let's not shy away that we've had some tough games in this. So, you know, if you look at the league, here, you know, we've played Alvechurch, who are second. We've played who else we played? We've played Albion. I mean, we competed against them to the hilt. We've had Hales Owen a couple of times. We've got Cotton Green this weekend. We played Bustle home. You know, we've played Netherton. So, you know, we played Sky Blues in the Community. We played both Hensford. We played both Redditch teams in this part of the league. We played Burntwood. We played Hensford. We played Urkel. So, you know, we haven't really played many of these teams lower in the league, in this sort of area of the league. So, I know we talk about we talk about not being a results driven team, but you know, I think we could go on a run for the rest of the season. So let's get February out the way, and I really do think we can absolutely drive on for the rest of the season. So let's kick off with the video today. So as I mentioned, let's just move myself up here. As I've mentioned, there's all your signing on vids. As I've mentioned, we're going to focus in on the goals so far this season. And I'm going to do a little bit of a tally over how those goals started. So I'll share this data with you after. So we're going to look at where the play started. Did it start with the goalkeeper, the defensive third, the midfield third, or the attacking third? We're then going to look at the type of build. So was it a counter-attack? Did we switch the play, or did we just drive forward with the ball? And then we'll look at the goal type. So was the goal type a through ball, a pull back, out of the box shot, in the box shot, dribbles and tap-ins. Because I think it's really important that we look at we look at how we score in the commonalities and the themes to make sure that we can do more of what we're really good at. So without further ado, I'm going to press play and see where this takes us. So. So yeah, we start here. Freddie Stevens wins the ball back in the midfield third. Harrison plays the through ball. And we score. So driving forward, through ball. It's really interesting actually, this goal, because the picture here, where are we? The picture here is one that we see quite a bit, about how Jamie drops in deep and causes a bit of chaos here on this final line. So Jamie dropping in. If you can remember the goal against Burntwood that we'll show in a bit, identical goal. So Jamie lays it off to Harrison. Harrison plays it through to Jamie. So good detail on receiving on the back foot from Harrison. And then Jamie, great finish into the corner. Great finish. So we win the ball back in the midfield third. Nice little ball. And a shot from outside the box from Busey. So final third, we switch the play there, which I really like. So if we just look at this again, if you look at that picture now, look at this space, and we need to recognise this more. Look how free Hughesy is here. And this is a common theme for us. So actually switching the play is a really good way for us to score. So look at that picture. Look at that picture now. Look how much space Hughes is in. The commonality of this picture is probably 3 or 4, 5 or 6 times in a game. So we need to understand when this is visible and how can we execute it.
You're flat. Come on. We play off there.
So we're in the midfield third to start this one off. We switch the play. And an out of the box shot. Just on this one, I absolutely love this goal, because if you look at the compaction here of the yellows and just look at this picture, this is a really good principle for us. It's a fantastic principle because we know we've got depth, we know we've got height here, and we've got the width here, and we've also got some super width. And what I really love about the way that we switch the ball in most situations is we don't go direct. So we connect the switch. We don't go straight from here to there, which obviously you couldn't do off a throw-in. But that picture's really clear as we go through this interception. So love how the referee gets involved with a nutmeg there as well. So wanted to be on our team that day. Great finish, even though we gave away a penalty, which was never a penalty in my opinion. So love a Mickey starting goal. I'm just going to stop here because one of our principles of play here. So look at Beardsy and look at the direction of travel for a lot of these players. So Beardsy's got the ball here. I think his body shape's fantastic as always, putting disguise onto this ball. So at this picture here, you're all probably thinking there's one pass on, which is to Ollie, okay? And the brilliance of Beardsy is he gets the ball into Harrison, which is our style of play. We get the ball into the middle. That's how we want to play. So let's carry it on here. Get the ball into H. Great detail on a bit here. Now, again, this picture here, this ball, by the way, goes into Jamie, just to give you the context of where it finishes. But there's only one pass on here, and this guy here thinks the ball's going here, and so does this guy. So they all start travelling over. And one of our principles is staying on the ball for a little bit longer, and then we find the pass in. Now, look how that pitch has changed and how many players we've taken out of the game within 3 or 4 passes. Absolutely fantastic.
Where is it? Get! Off the shoulder. Overlap, sorry. Overlap. Go. Work in the middle there. Get to him. Harrison, connect.
Now, don't underestimate this movement from Ollie here, okay? So look how Ollie just gives this player something to think about, which is interesting.
Shots, Freddie.
And we stay calm. I love how calm we are here.
Wait for Freddie. Harrison, shots.
So I'm going to call that a dribble and a counter attack.
Stop it there. Stop it there.
Love that, winning the ball back high up the pitch. So midfield third, win the ball. 90% of players would have shot there. Not Freddie. Love how he plays for the team. And we're patient. We've got depth. So don't underestimate what we speak to Cutler about being that pivot and how he drops off, because if Cutler is level or flat, that ball doesn't get to him, we don't score here.
Oh, Cutler!
And what a goal. Okay, so a switch. So we switched the play here through Harrison, and we went on and scored outside the box. So switch play, and we scored from outside the box. Tommy Cutler with a finish, a Wilton. Sorry, I know I'm bringing these back a lot. One of our principles is, and Ollie's really good at this, and well done, Ollie. I think, Oliver, you're fantastic about staying on the ball. I think 6 months ago, you would have probably passed here. So look at the passing opportunities for you. And the fact that you dribble just takes players out the game.
Stay on the ball. Stay on the ball. 1-on-1, Jack! 1-on-1!
Husey does what Husey does best and scores. Common theme on a lot of these is how we so it started in the defensive third, and then we drove forward on that one through Ollie, and it was a tap-in. I say tap-in. It was a rebound follow-up.
Brilliant, Spartans! Love it!
So win the ball back in the attacking third on this one.
We switch! Go on, Joe. Get back in position. Drive, Kobe. Drive, keep driving.
Kobe drives forward.
Stay on it, Kobe. Kobe, excellent use.
And he scored from inside the box. Really, really good football. That's what I miss. Kick-offs.
We having to tell you.
Breakthrough ball from H, and what a finish. Quite a trademark for us, this. So when Smithy joined the coaching team, and I was able to persuade him to join, it didn't take much persuasion when he knew what we were trying to do with you players. He said to me, I want an impact on this team. And of course he's had multiple impacts, but this was all his idea about how we attack quickly. So just look at our shape. I have a quick moan at the defenders about how deep we are here, because actually, Ollie, you should be on this line. Foggy's high as the full-back, and then Jonesy and Beardsley probably should be here, ready to win the ball back if if Harrison loses it. But a really good trademark for us, and if you look at this picture, there's little chance of us actually getting a pass through, but we do. So those through balls are really, really important. So scoring from the kick-off, driving forward, from the midfield third. Starting the defensive third on this one. Love how calm we are. So we've got the depth. We play back to Mickey. We've now got some height. We've also got width there, and then we've got height again. Fantastic play. Look at Cutler's reaction here. Doesn't give him a second. We get to Harrison. We play the through ball. Out of the box finish from our man Hughesy. Foggy, well done for stepping in there as well. That's the picture in out of possession that we've been working on, so well done. Attacking third start. Now, I want to focus in on this one because this is a picture that we see a lot of. Okay, so let's pause it there. So this is a picture we see a lot of, and I want us to be recognising this as a team. Because Freddie's an unsung hero in these situations. So the reason why I asked Freddie to stay on the ball is for this purpose. Now, we're not always successful, but we're trying to create Freddie to be a different and unique player to what we've got in this team. So if you look at what's happening here, Freddie's like a magnet for attention. And we know that from the treatment that he had from Burntwood, you know, with all the physical treatment that he had at Burntwood. But he draws players into him because of his skill to manipulate the ball. Now, what he does really well, and you'll see this through a few clips, is the decision on when to pop it off to a teammate. And he doesn't get it right all the time. And that's absolutely fine because, you know, that's all part of his learning. But look at the attention. 1, 2, 3, 4 players around him. And we take those players out because of our principles. Now, what I need us to think about is when Freddie goes into these situations, can we provide him with the depth? Can we provide him with the height? And can we provide him with width as options? And look how, when we do, so we've got probably Jonesy could show a little bit better here. But we've got the width, and we've got the height as a decision here. So I think this is why we get out of this situation, because we've got our principles covered. Great feet from Ollie here. And Harrison dribbles in. And we get the goal. Throwing in the box shot. So love this. I mean, Jamie's a centre forward in this game, just for the record. Look where he was to win that ball back. Love that. So we win in the defensive third. Lovely pass into Jack, who recognises the space that Jamie's exited. We win the ball back. I say unlucky Jonesy here because it's not on the floor. So I know the pictures we play on are rubbish, but let's continue to do what we do, and we try to do so. Try and play it on the floor. There's less of a chance for the opposition to pinch. Great ball into Jamie. And then Harrison arrives for the pullback goal. What I really like about this, so just focusing on Harrison now, a lot of football is about timing, and if you look at him here, about arriving at the right time. So he's got separation, this defender knows what's coming, and then we finish. So timing is everything. Here's that picture again. Here's that picture again. Look at the attention Freddie's drawing in here. So if we look at our principles again, the reason why we get out of here is we've got width, we've got height, we've got depth. Okay, and this is what I need you all to focus on. So Cutler's getting the cover just in case he loses, because, you know, he doesn't get it right all the time, but who normally gets out for 4v1 situation? That's what we need to recognise. So can we provide the cover and also the depth on the pass? Have we got width and height? A fantastic ball. Lovely ball in. I know it doesn't come off Jack, but the idea is great, and I love that finish. One of my favourite finishes so far this season. One touch pull back. So through ball in, we win the ball high up, through ball in, and then Jamie with the finish inside the box. So again, the reason why we had a foul there is because we had that picture with Freddie again. And one of our other principles is playing through the middle. So let's just look at that again and just look at why we do this. So look at this picture now. So the pass that this team thinks on is going out to Foggy here, right? But we come into H. H manages to step in front. So don't underestimate getting in front, and then playing around the corner as well from the first touch is great. But look at all this space that Foggy gets to drive into, because this play is coming in, this play is coming in, and this play is coming in as well. So all of a sudden, that space for now Foggy to drive into is there. And a great pullback. So starting the defensive third, love these goals. Defensive third goal, driving forward. Sorry, a through ball, and then in the box shot. Winning the ball high at the pitch, love these goals as well, and a nice little tap in for Will. Lovely pull back there. I really don't know what to pull that pass. Just an unreal pass. Let's just play that again. So Zach gets the pull back here. Really good play from Zach. Freddie gets it. And again, I mean, just pause it there and think, what can Freddie see in that picture? Because, you know, we've actually got a numerical advantage here. This player's out of the game. We've got a numerical advantage, but Freddie's spotted that. And you can't buy that creativity. So Freddie, you know, I'm a massive fan, so well done, mate. So I'm going to call that a 3 ball, even though it's a cross. Attacking third win, then in the box shot. So we win the ball back in the defensive third. Ollie drives forward again. Don't underestimate that impact of driving forward. I mean, let's just no, I'll let that play out. Just look at the plays he took out there. I love this. Watch Jack on here about his movement. If someone thinks that tap-ins are luck, they're not. Jack makes his own luck in life, but it's not luck. It's being clever. So just watch Jack here. Plays the ball. Doesn't stop. And well done. Again, defensive third, win the ball back. Ollie, what player? Driving forward there. Jack busy in the box. Let's tap in for Will. And again, none of this is luck. Watch Will Hughes here. Watch his movements. So just watch that little movement from Hughesy here. Steps in. Oh, missed the movement. Missing the movement here, sorry. Crap TV this is. What's his movement? Goes in, comes out, creates that gap, separation, and then he's able to finish. Love that. Absolutely love that game. It's the final third.
Straight to one! Yes, Jamie! Yeah!
That's foggy celebration here. I have to turn the volume up when I watch this goal. So look at that picture again of Jamie coming out. Defenders don't know what to do. So that is a identical picture to the one that we saw at Old Wolfonians in the first goal. So Jamie dropping out, Harrison getting the ball, and then look how that game changes. I mean, that's a perfect picture for us, isn't it? You know, just think about how the wide players are creating the gaps, and then Harrison driving forward just enables this through ball. A common theme with a lot of goals we score look like this. So wide strikers, don't underestimate your impact here. I know you don't score and you don't touch the ball, but your impact is fantastic. So through ball and in the box finish. Where are we? In the box finish. Through ball. Attacking third. So we win the ball back in the midfield third. We switch. So again, a really, really good way for us to get out of that danger is to switch. And then Jamie just finds the gap for an in-the-box finish. Well done. Love that finish. What I love about this goal the most, though, is that we recognise when to get the ball out of this melee. So if we just pause it there, look at all these yellow shirts. And again, the picture that we love to see is when Cutler and Freddie Stevens are in this position. Because we know the play, and then we've got the width here as well as on the far side. Great receiving skills from Cutler, get the ball over, and then this finish. Jamie's just becoming a world beater for us. I mean, look at that space that he just creates here for himself, and that finish. I think we're going to have to replace the nets in that corner. The amount of times Jay finds that bottom corner. So win the ball back in the midfield third. Love the hunger. Fantastic through ball by Cutler. And another tap in from Will. I say tap in, it's my language. Still great finishes. Win the ball back in the attacking third here. Drive forward. And an in-the-box finish from Jamie. Well done, Jack, on that. I thought that was a fantastic goal. And then a replica. So, love how we press here. Our out of possession's fantastic. And then our in-possession decision. So again, that's that Freddie Stevens picture. And a great finish inside the box from Harrison. Lovely 1-2s, starting the defensive third. Good receiving skills from H. Lovely shot from outside the box and another tap in. Let's just see where that one started. So yeah, back and then finishes with a shot. So a real common theme for us about playing through the middle. Which is fantastic to see. Driving forward and attacking. Win the ball back high up the pitch in the attacking third. Good shot by Cutler. And another in the box finish from Hughesy. Probably my favourite goal of the season. So we start in the attacking third, but look how we switch the play here. And there's two switches here, two switches in this game that I really like. So let me just pull it back here. So when I say switch, a lot of teams think a switch is going from here straight over to here, but we need to play through a pivot because, quite frankly, we don't want to risk a ball going over the top or switching it direct. So we play through a pivot. We play through a low pivot there. We get the switch on. We play through a slightly higher pivot. So if you think about our pivots in the team, we usually have Beardsy, Cutler, and then Jamie up top as pivots. So the central three are our pivots. So we've got high and mid and a low pivot. So we've gone through the low pivot, we've gone through the medium pivot, and now we've caused the chaos, as I call it there, through the switch. And then Hughesy can drive forward. And then we get a pull-back goal out of it, which I absolutely love pull-back goals. win the ball back in the midfield third. Jamie's got the high pivot there. We switch to the low pivot. And this is a fantastic finish. The body shape for that finish is just unreal. So again, we go through the low pivot. Sorry, I went too far there. We switch the play, go through the high pivot, straight to the low pivot. We then switch. And then out of the box shots. Fantastic goal. And then a similar goal here. So we win the ball back in the midfield there. Look where we start. So we go to the high pivot for the switch. And then an out of the box shot there from Harrison. So again, a similar picture. And this is why switching is so important. Just look at, I mean, there's no way that we can penetrate that line there. They're really compact. So just remember the three ways of penetrating. You can go through. Could we go through here? No. Could we play round? Probably. So we could play round to Jack. Really interesting your position there to recognise that. Could we play round here? Probably. Or the other way is going over, which isn't my preference, but here, what do I know anything about football if I say don't go over? Again, the picture of the switch here. So switch, attacking third, switch, outside the box shot. Midfield third start. I'm going to call that an out the box finish. Debatable. Great finish. Love that. Now the intent here is right. I know there's lots of us giving the ball away, but look at the intent. Play forwards, win the ball back. Here's that picture again. Here's that picture again of Freddie Stevens. And if we think about our principles, so the only thing I'll say here is, Cutler, can you be a bit deeper? Harrison, can you be... He gets on the ball, but so what do I know about football? And then we've got the height here, we've got some width here, we've got some width here. Okay, so really good picture from Freddie. Now, again, it's that picture that we absolutely love. Having Harrison on the ball in between these lines is probably where we get the most amount of goals. So through ball through. Freddie Stevens driving forward, win the ball back in the midfield third, and then Jamie with a typical finish, just outside the box. Fantastic finish. Love goals like that, because the interesting thing about our principles are, because we're a counter-attacking team, look how many players are in this part of the pitch now. So they've got all of their 10 players in this part of the pitch. So us breaking those lines and being clever about being in this zone here is where we capitalise. So one of our principles are, can we be in that middle third? And now the danger picture. Harrison finds the gap. Freddie Stevens finds the pass. And now, it's not even a 2v... Well, it's a 2v4, but this plays out the game, this plays out the game, this plays out the game, and this plays out the game. And that's why we absolutely love scoring counter-attacking goals. I'm going to call this a defensive third because, so again, one of my favourite goals of the season. So Freddie wins it, plays it to Foggy. Foggy comes all the way back. Now look at the switch here. Look how many times we go forwards through the middle to come out wide. Driving forward, Leo doing the Ollie Taylor drive forward. Well done, Leo. And I always laud this pass up. So that picture there says, can we play through? Can we play through here? Probably not, because they're really compact and they did a great job of compacting it. Can we play round? Probably. Or can we play over? And what a finish by Max. Been watching Jamie. What a finish. So I love that. Defensive third start, switching the play, and then a nice little in the box finish. Love a kick-off goal. Love a kick-off goal. So normally we go on the left, but the left was a bit packed here because the other team had figured us out. And this is why we need to bring this man into the game more often. Look how, I mean, this ball's just pretty phenomenal. I've got to admit, Hughesy, right here, when I'm watching this live on the VO, I'm going pullbacks all day long, pullbacks here. But again, what do I know about football? And in the box finish. Love the switch to a high pivot. Great shot. And then we get the tap in from Jacko. Love a Mickey start as well. Great ball into a channel there. And I wanted to pull this up because, even though I still think that's a penalty, but the rest's history. But Tomo, well done here, mate. Taking the contact's not easy. And I know you got bruised for that one, but fantastic play, mate. Really good staying on the ball and taking that contact. And then another tap in forward. So a tap in, driving forward, and then a tap in. Dictate. Lovely switch play there. Defensive third, switch, and lucky. Again, it's that picture, the Freddie Stevens picture about him drawing attention. So drawing that attention in there. And then it's an unfortunate pass, so really good idea for the pass. He sees that, and then he knows the technique. That's not that's a fantastic spot. And then Jamie with the little tap and go for the outside the box
Come on,
finish.
Harrison!
Another great goal from us. Look at the build-up play and the switches here. So look how we recognise our in-possession principles of going backwards, going forwards. Can we find the middle now? Of course we can. So we've got pivots. Can we switch the play? I know James is unfortunate here, but the right intent is there to play that backwards. And again, the intent's right on all those passes from Cutler and Jonesy. We win the ball back. Again, the intent is right here. Playing forwards. Win the ball back. Look at the switch. So, sorry. Look at that switch picture there. And again, these are the pictures that we absolutely need to be recognising on the pitch. So look at that picture now about Cutler does not look like he's going to receive on the back foot. Look how he moves his body to receive. Lets the ball run over it across his body, receiving on the back foot. Now look at this picture of these two together. And we all know how this ends up. Still a load of work to do there, by the way. So this wasn't an easy goal. And what a finish. What a finish. What a finish. That's probably one of my favourite finishes of the season. Out of the box goal. We're going to call that it went back to Mickey and a switch. There was about 3 switches in that play. Another goal, another kick-off goal. I don't know why the music's come up loud on this, but again, a kick-off with a difference. Look how patient we are on the build, and the combination play is fantastic. And then a nice pullback. A nice pullback goal. I wanted to finish on this one. Because this guy does not get... Well, he gets the plaudits from me because I absolutely love him. I think he's a worldie. I just love everything that this guy is about. You know, gives us so much. He is literally our 11th man and our 11th outfield player. Comes into play all the time. Now just watch his goalkeeper save here. Now as a goalkeeper, saving a penalty is just as important as scoring a goal, right? Now look at his little movement here. What a save. I mean, it's an excellent penalty in big goals. It's low, it's hard, and he still manages to save it. It's just, Mickey, you're world class, mate. Well done. Love that. So, listen, lots of sort of wins in these clips. So, well done for all those goals. And you know, I know I might not have mentioned everybody's name in this, but you all played a part. Regardless if it's what you did when you had the ball, it's what you necessarily do when you haven't, about creating the space for others. Loads and loads of success in these. Think about those pictures that are real common themes. So starting out from the back, drawing them onto us, that then creates the space behind. Getting the midfield on the ball either through the switch, through Cutler, and then getting Freddie Stevens and Harrison onto the ball as our playmakers. Two very different players in the way that they play. Freddie draws the attention in. Harrison drives forward and is able to break a line quicker. But that doesn't mean that Freddie can't do it. It's just Freddie's style is somewhat different. And when we see the Freddie picture, how can we present him with those 3 options about the depth through Cutler and Beardsy and Jonesy and Max from a defensive position, from Jamie from a height, and then from Harrison and the right striker from a width perspective, which is usually Hughesy, Foggy, Will Thomas, etc. So think about those pictures, and then how do we break that final line? How do we play beyond? My views on this are we need to switch more into the right striker, because we're very directive. We're very direct on the left, but can we be more direct on the right as well? And That's where Freddie Stevens. I'm going to be relying on you to getting that ball into the right striker for the remainder of the season.